Glad to see you guys are back. So, I gave you guys the formula, but I don't think you guys truly understand what credit is and the leverage you can use for it. So I'm going to give you guys examples so you guys can truly understand how this whole credit thing works. So, we're talking credit. Let's begin. Many of you guys want this big fancy house, this nice fancy car, but many of you guys have a credit score that looks like this. How do you expect to be able to get this big fancy car or this nice house if you have a credit score that looks like that? I want you guys to truly understand the benefits you will get from having a good credit score. So I'm going to give you guys some examples with going to a dealership with a friend that has a better credit score than you, or buying a house that looks exactly the same as your neighbors, but you're paying more money. So let me break this down for you. You and your friend go to a dealership and see that brand new 2019 Ford Explorer. Your friend has a credit score of 700 and you have a credit score of 570. Now look, you guys may not see the difference now, but as soon as that breakdown happens, you'll fully get why having a good credit score really matters. So here's the breakdown. 1, your credit score is a 700. Cool, that's almost probably an excellent, but you can do better. But when you're trying to get something like this, it's actually a great credit score to start with. So you have the 700 credit score, and you guys probably be around an interest rate between a 10 to a 15%. With a 10 to a 15% interest rate, that will get you a car payment around a 300 to a 400. That sounds pretty reasonable to me if you're making about $60,000 a year. But you, the one with that credit score, about 570 or so, your interest rate is going to jump up to a 20% or even 29%. And guess what that payment's going to be? About a 600 to a 750. Crazy. An average American cannot pay that and live comfortably. So understand, by having a credit score of 700, not only gets you an interest rate of a 15-20% instead of a credit score of a 570 and an interest rate around a 20% or 29%. See the benefits? See that 2019 you're paying way overpriced and your best friend is paying way less and driving around way cooler. She's not smarter, she just understands credit and leverage. We've talked about how to get the car, so now let's talk about how to get the house. So, many of you want that big, nice, fancy house on the block on the corner. So you and your best friend pull up to the house and find a duplex. One of you has a credit score of a 640, which is the average you need to get a mortgage or at least get pre-qualified. And then your other friend has a 700. But the difference will not only be what your credit score is, but the difference will be of how much you pay. The duplex might look the same, but the payments are completely different. So, the one with the 700 credit score will probably have an interest rate below 20%, just like the car. But you, with the 640, you're probably going to have an interest rate above a 20%, somewhere like a 29%, and you're going to be paying double the amount of money. Say that condo or the duplex was $20,000. One, your best friend is going to be paying $21,000, and you're probably going to be paying double the amount. So understand, your credit is leveraged, and it's not about being smarter, it's about understanding. So before you decide to go and jump into something, take a look at your credit, get out of denial if you're still not out of denial, and understand you can have that nice big fancy house and that nice car and be able to live comfortably. Next week, we're talking about how to become an authorized user and how that can actually boost up your credit score in the nick of time, and not even having to apply for your credit card. You can just borrow someone's. Easy, simple. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week.